Hi lovelies and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about the only things I think you need for crochet, whether you're looking at starting out or whether you're looking at getting back into it. Now, I did crochet as a child and it had been a long time since I had crocheted. Got back into it, I would say, over a year ago. And look, I didn't have any of the things that I had when I was at home. And I sort of went and bought books and things to sort of look at doing different things. Look, I honestly think all of that is unnecessary. I'm going to show you the two things that you need for crochet. And just one extra thing if you're looking to do something a little bit different, a little bit more creative. But also, you may be wondering, Juliet, why are you wearing these earrings today? Yes, I am a bit glammed up today, but what I thought I would do is, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers and I was going to wait until I hit 1,000, but I thought, no, I'm going to run it now. I had blue shirt on. I thought this would look really great. So I'm running a giveaway. I made these earrings and I've got some of them set aside and I'm going to run a giveaway. So what you need to do is to win these earrings, and it's open internationally, is make sure that you subscribe, like this video, and comment below what is your favorite craft so that I know that you've entered, and the winner will receive their very own earrings exactly like this. Okay, so this giveaway will be open for 2 weeks from the date that this video goes up, and that's all you need to do. Just make sure that if I respond to you, you've set up notifications so that when I respond to you, I can get your address to send it to. So that's all you need to do. Okay, super simple. All right, now let's jump into what I think you need for crocheting. Okay, first of all, I do not think that you need books. Well, this is not actually a book. It's a patterns. It's kind of like a pamphlet, but do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a pattern book, that's what it is. I don't think you need Learn to Crochet. I've got them out there. I've probably got, 4 or 5 books. You do not need those, okay? First of all you need is YouTube, because basically I think it's easy to learn when you see something. So that's what I do. If there's something I'm having trouble with, I jump on YouTube and have a look and find someone who gels with how I learn and shows it in a way that makes it easy for me. The only other things you need, which I know you're going to sit there and go, this is obvious, Juliet, but wait for the reason why I'm showing you this, okay? Now, first of all, I found this little pack in my local craft store. Now, I will link it below. Because they're everywhere. I'll be able to link one below for you. Anything that I chat about will be linked below. Now, it comes with all your different types of hooks. Now, the reason I bought this in particular is they've got the rubber on the end, okay? Now, I sat and crocheted for a really long time and I started getting a really sore finger, and I found that these little rubber things were a bit of a game changer for me. Now, this pack comes with every single hook size that you need, okay? Right down to your little tiny ones. Right down to your little tiny one. Oh my gosh. Okay, it comes with all of them, okay? It also comes with these. Now, before I found this pack, went out and bought them separately from my local craft store. Now, this is Birch, which is a good brand. However, these are only plastic, okay? Now, they're called plastic yarn needles, and they're basically used to stitch in your loose ends, okay? So that's what I need to do. I finished that square, but I need to stitch in my loose ends. So I went and bought that. However, when I found this pack, it came with a whole bunch, and they're plastic as well. They're the same, and I'm sure I paid a great deal more for those. So this is why I'm recommending just go out and invest. Now, this wasn't super expensive at all, but it's a great little investment. It came with a great little pouch to keep everything in. And the moment I got a hook with that rubber on it, just my finger wasn't hurting anymore. And it was great. I could sit and crochet for, however long I wanted. So that's what I recommend there. Comes with the yarn needles to stitch in your end bits, everything you need. Now, the second thing, this is not really like a recommendation, but of what to buy, but this is more of a recommendation of what to look for. Now, in Australia, I get my wool or my yarn from my local craft store, which is Spotlight. Now, they have a brand called Four Seasons. This is an 8-ply, it's 100% acrylic. It doesn't get really cold here, so I don't tend to pick up the wool so much. And acrylic is I just find it easier to crochet with. So each to their own, whatever you find is easy to crochet with. But the best thing, and one thing you really, really need to look at, particularly if you haven't crocheted before, is you need to have a little look on the back, okay? Because it will tell you what needle size you need, okay? So now on here, it will say like a 4mm needle, okay? So that's for knitting. However, if you jump on and Google the equivalent of that, then you'll know what size crochet needle you'll need. Now, when I first got back into crochet, I just used the hook I had and picked up, oh, I like that color. And, you know, and I started crocheting, but I ended up with disasters because the needle size and the yarn size just didn't work. And I didn't realize that that was the problem straight away. So once I realized that was the problem, I went out and I bought another needle size to go with the yarn that I was using. However, it is handy to have different sizes at home if you do find yarn that you like and it's not necessarily in a different ply. Sometimes I find yarns that I like that are not in a ply that I would normally use. So if you do have that pack, you know you've always got the crochet needle that will match whatever yarn you pick up. However, if you aren't getting a pack like that, or you've got one crochet needle and you just want to use that one, you really need to make sure, okay, just use Google, just make sure that it matches your yarn, because otherwise don't go and buy all these colors if you've only got one crochet needle at home, because it's not going to work, okay? So make sure you check the back of your yarn. Right, the only other thing I was going to recommend is I only learnt a very basic crochet. This lighting is terrible. Sorry, lovelies, the lighting in here in the morning is not the best, but I'm filming this before I go to my son's cricket, so it's the only thing I can do. Okay, the only other thing I was going to recommend is this little granny square card pack. Now, I got this because when I was younger, I just learnt a basic crochet stitch, you know, basic square, that was it. This is really good because I wanted to learn different squares. Now, it does come with your little instruction guide, which is great, okay? But what I like about this compared to the books is it's really easy to follow. So, for instance, let's just look at a simple granny square, okay? But in this one, they've got different colours. So what they show you on the back is they colour match what your granny square is. And they have the super really easy to follow instructions, which if you're not 100% sure what each of them mean, you just look them up in your guide. This comes with 50, they call it, it's a 50 mix and match design, okay? So look, let me find one that is a little bit out of the box. Okay, here's one that's not your typical granny square. And on the back, it's clearly color coded and it's got everything that you need to do. This is what I use if I'm looking for a different granny square, because a lot of the time you don't know what they're called. So I can't look up, oh, how do I make this granny square? Because I don't know what they're called because they've each got different names. However, this will give you the name as well. So it's great. But this is more of a visual reference. So it's in cards. It's almost like little coasters. But not a coaster, do you know what I mean? Just hard card, but they just look like coasters. So you can literally just sit there and pick one out that you like. So that's the only thing I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend Learn to Crochet books. I don't think they're helpful, lovelies. I really think YouTube is better. So jump onto YouTube if you're looking to learn. If you would like a little bit more variety, these are great. And I did buy them on Amazon, so I know they're there and I'll link them below. And yeah, that's it. That's all you need. You don't need to go out and invest in all these books and all that sort of thing, make sure, my main rule is make sure your needle matches your yarn, because that really makes a difference. And I know that sounds simple, but not everyone knows that, okay? So not everyone had someone to teach them that. I certainly didn't. So you need to make sure that the yarn or the wool matches your needle size, okay? And I do really think that's a great investment, because that way you've got all your sizes there. It doesn't matter what size yarn or wool you pick up, you know you've got a needle to match it. And it does come with the little, not those ones. It does come with your little stitches so that you can, needles, plastic needles, so that you can stitch in the back of your threads, which I need to do on lots of my squares. So I'm off to do that. No, I'm off to Cricut. And yes, don't forget, if you would like to be in the running to win a pair of these earrings, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video and comment below. What did I say? Don't forget to be in the running to win a pair of these earrings. You need to subscribe, hit that notification button so that I can get in touch with you, like this video and comment below your favorite craft so I know what you'd like to see coming up on my channel. Thank you so much, lovies, for watching. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.